Hello, doers, and welcome back. My name is Jose Ignacio. It's actually almost my favorite time of day, lunchtime. I hope you're as hungry as I am because today we're going to configure our lunch application and set up vendors, products, locations, and alerts. Odoo's Lunch app allows users to add money directly to their lunch account. They can also check out the daily offerings and order food from a variety of vendors. Then, when their order arrives, they're notified so they can grab their grub. Well, enough chit chat. Let's jump into our database. So here on our dashboard, you can see we already have some products and vendors set up, but we need to add some more. So first, let's check our settings by navigating to configuration and settings. Okay, so I'm going to start by setting the overdraft limit. If I want employees to be able to purchase items when they don't have enough money in their accounts, I can set a maximum overdraft limit of, in our case, $10 so that they don't rob us. And then next, the reception notification is a message sent to our employees when their food arrives. This message looks good to me. I don't want to really edit it, so let's hit save. Great. So next, I want to check our actual locations by going to configuration and locations. So here we see a list of our different work locations where our lunches can be delivered. We just opened a new office location on 5th Avenue. So let's add it by selecting new. We're going to get started with all of this typing. 5th Avenue office. Abbreviations are the king today. This happens to be at 11 5th Avenue, any town, NY, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Got that zip done right there. And then, now that we have our new location, let's follow it up with a new vendor, the Soup Shack, who happens to sell soup. So configuration, this time vendors. All right, we can see our 3 listed right there, but let's select new because we got to add them. Now here's something cool that I'm going to show you. If I enter the new name into this vendor list item right there, you'll notice I had already basically created this one if I wanted to, but we already have it there listed. I'm actually going to select the previous one so that it autofills the address for us to save us time. You're going to want to add all the necessary contact information such as the email, the phone number, etc., etc. Now, once that we select save and close, all of our information is perfectly there. And once that this is configured, you'll notice how the top vendor field is automatically populated with the vendor name already. If there were multiple locations, we could actually add more to this. Perhaps maybe Main Street location. If it was on Main Street, that sounds like a real place, plausibly in New York. There's only one Soup Check, so we're going to leave that all as is. Next, we have our availability section. This availability schedule determines the days that this vendor's products will end up appearing on our actual lunch app. They happen to be closed on Mondays, so I need to untick this Monday. No one likes Mondays. So the orders section that we have over here, well, it deals with how orders are placed and delivered. They offer delivery, so I'm actually going to make sure that it doesn't say no delivery and that it says delivery instead. However, they will only deliver to our headquarters. So we need to make sure that the location is the HQ office. Now they know. If I were to leave this blank, well, that would mean this would be available to deliver to all of our locations. And then let's not select how we order. I'm going to set the send orders by over here to email, meaning that orders are sent via email instead of calling them in. For the order time itself, I think I'm going to dial it back a notch. We're going to select 11:30 in the morning. Perfect. We're all set. This means that after 11:30, this vendor's items will not be able to be ordered for the rest of the day. All right. Last things to consider over here is our vendor form, and these are going to be extras. This is where any extra items are specified, like toppings, free items, beverages. Honestly, we could just keep naming stuff. Just remember that anything listed here appears for all items this vendor sells, so make sure that the extras listed here apply to all their products. So I think it's time for us to start with some extras. The name extras under extra one label over here is fine as it is. Next, we need to set the extra one quantity over here to something else. None or more means that when a user goes to purchase a product from this vendor, they don't have to select any extras we're adding to this category. And then for the other option, one or more requires the user to make at least one selection. And finally, only one means the user must select something, but only one. None or more makes sense for this one, so we're going to go back to that over there and leave it as is. I'm going to select add a line over here because it's time for us to enter something. I'm going to select, well, I'm going to type it in, Jose Ignacio, oh doopsie, a bread bowl for $5. Now I'm going to repeat these steps for the rest of the offerings. For example, we're going to add another line. What else can you get? Bread roll. I'm gonna charge $1. I don't want to break the bank for them. They're also offering a free beverage with every order. To set that up, I'm going to enter a free beverage with purchase inside of the extra 2 label over here. So for this one, the extra 2 quantity, as you guessed it, it can be only, well, only one. Small Odoo, so we don't want them to take them all. And they happen to be offering a soda, diet soda. If you hit return on a keyboard, by the way, it lets you just go to the next one. The next line, that is. And a water. And we have to leave the price all at 0 since it's free. Okay, soup check looks good, so it's time to add our products. I'm going to remember to hit save manually because I'm a paranoid person. But before we add the products, let's take a look at our product categories by going to configuration and product categories. So these over here all happen to be configured already, but we need to add our newest soups. Now you would select new and then add a new product category right there. But in our case, I already did it to save us some time. So let's select soup right there. And you can see it's already there. Okay, now we can add some products to our soup category. First, I need to go to our products page by navigating to configuration and products. Okay, perfect. So inside of here, we can see all our products inside of a list view. We don't see anything else yet. So let's add some chicken noodle soup. We're going to select new. And what did I just say we're adding? Well, we're adding chicken noodle soup. Okay, perfect. Now for the product category. This is where it gets kind of cool. Boom, that new soup one right there. We didn't see it on the side, but I want to show you something else. And then we're going to add the soup check for our vendor. A cup is $4. All right. Now I need to add a description, which I'm going to copy and paste because I'm very lazy and it's long, guys. There's a lot of ingredients in soup. We want to list these out just because you never know if somebody's allergic to something. Now, a neat feature that I can actually use is I can use these icons to add special items. I'm going to add a link to the soup page on the vendor's website, just so they could read all the specific ingredients in case, there's any more food allergies. So I'm going to hit return over here, and then I'm going to select the link icon right there. And then we need to actually put in our little URL that I'm going to very quickly paste over here, Odooers. See, this is why sometimes it's bad if you don't already happen to have that. All right, there we have it. We're going to label this one as ingredients. And hit apply. Boom. Just like that. Looks good. All set and done. Now I also need to make sure that I have a photo inside of here. I happen to have forgotten what soup looks like, so today we're just going to use a very nice screenshot of myself so that we don't get any copyright strikes. All right, perfect. We're going to hit save right there. So this item also happens to be new, and I want it to stand out. So I'm also going to make sure before I leave to save over here and select our new until, and we're going to select this Friday right there. Now, I want to share the good news about our new soup. So thankfully, we have an alerts dashboard where I can actually make and manage my alert section. So I'm going to head over to configuration, and this time we're going to select alerts at the very bottom. Okay, this alert is going to be about the new items. So to make an alert, we're going to select new in the top left corner, and it's going to be new soup available. That's our alert name. If I want, I could send this as a chat message by selecting a chat notification. Inside of our display field, that happens to be right there. Selecting this option reveals, as you guessed it, recipients field, where I can select who will receive the message. But I want this alert to appear on the main Lunch app dashboard, so I'm going to select it to just alert an app right there. This alert only applies to our headquarters. So for our location, I'm going to select the HQ office because remember, the soup check only delivers to the HQ office. And I want to show this until the end of this week. So we're going to select our show until also this Friday. All right, so that's good right there. So for the message, I'm just going to enter something. Check out that sick new soup. Get it? You drink soup when you're sick as well. So I only want to send this alert on weekdays. So I'm going to uncheck Sunday. That somehow rechecked itself. And we're ready to go. Okay, let's see how all this looks to our employees. So I'm going to select save manually once again. And I'm gonna select my lunch and new order. Did I do everything properly? Wow, there's our alerts. And would you look at that? Our new soup with a nice little banner right there. Ah, he's ready for the day. Well, that's it for setting up the back end of the Lunch app. Check out our other tutorials about ordering food, managing orders, and reloading those accounts. Thank you for watching. And remember, never skip lunch. In fact, I don't have snacks because it's lunchtime.